Hi, my name is Steven. I work in the food and beverage industry, and this is my cool career. So, how I got into the food industry is that when I was 2 years old, I was making an omelet with my mom, and she was hovering over me, and I ended up throwing it out because it was the best omelet for me, but I didn't want anyone to try it. Everyone is not a person that's meant to be a doctor. Not everyone's meant to be, a physicist or whatever it is. I mean, everyone's not meant to do those things, and I felt that, being in the restaurant industry was kind of my calling of some sorts. I mean, I could have been, in finance or something like that, but I don't think I could probably do that for the rest of my life. I got into vocational program at New North in high school, and I there for 2 years, and I really knew that I wanted to go into culinary school at that point. So that's when I enrolled in the Culinary Institute of America. I went through for 4 years. I got a bachelor's degree in culinary management there, and then from there I went to work at restaurants. We worked at the Braeburn Country Club, and where I did serving there. So at Braeburn, when I first got my start into front of the house, that's where I kind of picked up my skills of just interact with the customer, being really customer service oriented, and get my sort of feet wet and serving food. From there, I took an opportunity to go to Jury's Boston and kind of really fine-tuned, kind of more polished service, food service. It's a 4-star property over there. And from there I went to the Mandarin Oriental, which is, in my opinion, the pinnacle of service. They're well known for customer service. And I started there as a host, then moved to as a waiter, and I picked up a lot of fine details in fine dining. For fine dining, there's a lot of small little things that need to go right in order to make sure that the guest experience is great throughout the hotel. From there, I got my first management position in Nordstrom Restaurant Group in Natick, Massachusetts. I was an assistant manager there, and I was quickly promoted after 8 months to the store in Peabody. It's to a general manager, and then they noticed that my potential, and someone happened to move on. I got promoted to the Braintree store, where I was again a general manager, a little higher volume, a little bigger staff, and then from there, I still love Nordstrom, but I had a different opportunity. I came to the Harvard Club, and the Harvard Club, where my title is a dining room manager, food and beverage assistant manager. I'm not sure exactly what the title is, but I wear a lot of hats here. I do, banquets, do restaurants, I do evening service, lunch service, and breakfast service as well. And now I'm just kind of excited. I have actually a new opportunity where I'm going to be moving on to Sweetgreens. I'm going to be a general manager there. I'm going to be training for a couple weeks, and then they're going to potentially, if I do well, I'm going to be running my own store. It's very nerve-wracking for me to actually go into a new place and have to kind of prove myself all over again. But owning a restaurant and running a restaurant, both very challenging and exciting things, and rewarding at the same time. I think you cover your nerves is just letting your personality come through. I mean, I'm naturally a kind of a shyer person, but when you're in the restaurant industry and when you're kind of serving people, you're kind of, I would say you're kind of on stage. I mean, that's why the best I can explain it. So, like I was saying before, there's never ever a day that's the same here. And I mean, one time you can be, doing the table, everything's gonna go perfect. No one's gonna call out, no fires in the kitchen, there's no angry guests. And then another day you can have, 5 people that call out. Now you're in charge of, cooking. You're gonna be in charge of serving. Like yesterday, I was just serving probably half the dining room, and it's really exciting because I don't think I could be one of those people that could sit behind a desk all day and be plugging away at a computer and doing the same exact thing, the task, the repetitive motions every single day. Today I'm going to be a cashier. I'm going to talk with people. Today I'm going to kind of stay behind the scenes. I'm just going to run numbers. I'm going to kind of chop stuff. Or today I'm going to be in production. I'm going to make salads. I'm going to clean tables, whatever it is. The job of food industry allows you to do so many different things. The thing is, there's a lot of skills that you can take away with this job or with this industry, and it translates to many other different things. Your customer service skills, you have multitasking skills, you have the ability to talk to someone that you've never talked to before. The food industry has allowed me to do a lot of those things. Yeah, and the thing is, food is so common, and food, everyone needs to eat, and not everyone loves to cook. So that's why there's restaurants. There's restaurants for people that don't love to cook, or they want to have a special occasion, or they have so many different things. They have busy lives, and they want something to go to that's easy, that's they don't have to worry about. And that's the role that I fill in restaurants. I fill the role where I can serve a meal to a guest that maybe have a billion things that they're worried about, but they're not going to worry about cooking today. They're going to worry about having a good meal, hopefully, that during the day. I would really suggest to someone that wants to be in the food industry is that they need to work in it. Just get your feet wet. I can't say enough about you need to know all aspects of the job that you're potentially going to take, and that's what kind of I did. I did cooking because I wanted to know the restaurant, and I did serving because I want to know what it feels like to be on the front line of things, because I can kind of relate to my staff if I have an issue. My favorite, there's a lot of favorite classes in school. I think if I were to pick maybe one or two, it was probably meat or fish butchery. The reason behind Skills 3 is because you're picking up a lot of things that go on. You're doing sauteing, roasting, braising, pan frying. You're learning a lot of the necessary techniques that can take you anywhere in cooking. If you know how to saute, you know how to saute, beef, you know how to saute chicken, you know how to saute vegetables, you know how to saute everything. If you know how to fry something, you know how to fry everything from Oreos for some weird people that want to do that, or you can fry chicken like that. I mean, when I'm looking at someone to hire, I'm looking for personality. I'm looking for if they're smiling, if they're engaging, if they're kind of want to be there, because there's a lot of people that say all those things, but if they don't want to be there, then it's going to really shine through. I mean, if your personality is fun, you're smiling, enjoying everything that's going on, it's going to be a no-brainer. If you're going with a hiring manager that sees that, they're going to choose you over someone that has more skills, but your personality is really driving through. It's gonna mean a lot more to that hiring manager that you're in front of. It's your demeanor, it's your body language, it's your tone of voice, it's 100 multitude of things that are going on that manager may be looking for, and you just want to make sure that you're portraying yourself in every best aspect of what they're thinking of. If I were to give myself advice or give my younger self advice, I would say you're doing a great job. You go to your manager and say, hey, Steven, I finished all of my dishes right now. Can I learn something in the kitchen? Can I peel potatoes? And can you show me please how to do that? And I guarantee that manager is going to love you to death, because you are fulfilling two roles almost in his kitchen or in his restaurant. You're doing dishwashing, and you're entering into the prep world a little bit. I think you have to dress for the role that you want, if you want to eventually be in a manager position at the Harvard Club or at Nordstrom, whatever it is, you need to dress for that position that you want. If you're in the Harvard Club, you probably want to come in with maybe a shirt and tie. Maybe if you're working at Chipotle, it's a little laid back. You want to wear jeans and maybe just like a polo or something like that. You kind of have to gauge the work environment that you're going to be coming into. The thing is, the fast food industry gives you the ability to multitask tremendously, and it enables you to kind of think on your feet, because when you're in the fast food industry or you're in fast-paced environments, you have to be able to juggle 10 things at one time. So if you don't have that ability to go to a culinary college, you could do fantastic at applying to any job. Maybe you have to start as a dishwasher. I mean, Bill Gates didn't go to college. I mean, he had a vision. He had a vision of what the computers are, what they're supposed to do. He had a vision to do all those things. And the point is, you don't need to go to culinary college to do well in this industry. There's a lot of great culinarians that haven't gone to cooking schools or anything like that, but what they do is that they show their passion in the industry. They show their real necessity to learn everything that's in front of them, from scrubbing a pot to the best of their ability, to peeling a potato in 5 seconds, whatever it is, or to sauteing that piece of steak and giving a perfect brown crust on that steak. So there's a lot of things that a culinary school can teach you, and there's a lot of things that a restaurant can teach you just as well. In this industry, you are able to succeed in the restaurant industry or in the kitchens or fast food or whatever you want in this hospitality industry. You are able to succeed like leaps and bounds. Hi, my name is Steven. I work in the food and beverage industry, and this is my cool career.